seeing this on. We on? Are we on?
Come.
I haven't got notification on mine.
Yeah.
We got it? Okay, no sign. All right. Marshall? State registry.
Pascha ya ban Yahanna ban Yahanna.
Pascha ya ban Yahanna ban Yahanna.
Ya Bashim Yahanna thumb.
Ya Bashim Yahanna thumb.
Yahanna.
Got it back. On the table. All right, Amazon. Papa Udon, just face the east. There we go. Talk.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakuka.
Malakuka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazah.
Ratazah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Latananaw.
Latananaw.
Lakam.
Kam.
Ka.
Ka.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Wasalaknaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Kabawafwanaw.
Kabawafnaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kabawafginaw.
Kabawafginaw.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Babayanaw.
Babayanaw.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Abo.
Abo.
Hawashanaw.
Hawashanaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Watapara.
Watapara.
La'awalamya.
La'awalamya.
Aman.
Aman. This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Our heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive our debts.
Forgive our debtors.
Forgive our debts.
It's not to temptation.
Not temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer for the power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'akushah.
Ba'akushah.
Latananaw.
Latananaw.
Akah.
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 Lapa'ah.
Lapa'ah.
Kamakala.
Kamakala.
Kamanawah.
Kamanawah.
Akah.
Akah.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazari.
Hamatazari.
Akah.
Akah.
Lahakwil.
Lahakwil.
Hamathiam.
Hamathi.
Akah.
Akah.
Awakawa.
Akawa.
Atama'ala.
Atama'ala.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Tawada Aman.
Wada Aman. Stand by. Chill out. Relax. It's the power in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ab,
Asha'ab,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahari,
Ahari,
Mahayan,
Mahayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Azari,
Azari,
Izari,
Azari,
Ma'an,
Ma'an,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayu,
Shemayu,
Wa'aratazar,
Wa'aratazar,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Ragalka,
Right,
Yanawan,
Yanawan,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Yeah,
La'ad, Yanawan,
Yanawan,
Wala'ad,
Wala'ad,
Yayashan,
Yaishan,
Shabamar,
Shabamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazarka,
Zayka,
Ayad,
Ayad,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yaram,
Hashamash,
Yashamash,
La'ad,
Ya'la'ad,
Yakaka,
Lakaya,
Wayarak,
Wayrak,
Balayila,
Ba'ayla,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashmar,
Makarat,
Akarai,
Yashamar,
Yashmar,
Afnapashka,
Afnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashmar,
Taza'aka,
Tazaka,
Wabawa'aka,
Baba'aka,
Ma'ata,
Ma'ata,
Wa'abalon.
Wa'ima'alon.
Alright? Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills,
I lift my eyes to the hill.
from which cometh my help.
Where come my
My
help?
help cometh from
My
Yahweh,
help come Yahweh.
which made heaven and earth.
Made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You have set thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
Yeah, keep the deep.
will not slumber.
Without slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
yeah, keep Israel.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
There was some more sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Thou shalt preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Thou shalt preserve thy going out,
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
This time forth.
And even forevermore.
And forevermore.
Alright, Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Al-Dami Yalaka.
Al-Dami Yalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwa.
Al-Tashakwa.
Al.
Al.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al-Yabyika.
Yahanna.
Yahanna Yawan.
Yahanna Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayita.
Wayita.
Ya'atazawa.
Ya'atazawa.
Al-Tazabawanyaka.
Al-Tazabawanyaka.
Al-Amarwa.
Al-Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magawiya.
Magawiya.
Wala'ad.
Wala'ad.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'atazawa.
Nawa'atazawa.
Labad.
Labad.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Bariya.
Bariya.
Yakarafwa.
Yakarafwa.
Ahahaya.
Ahahaya.
Adawan.
Adawan.
Wayashama.
Wayashama.
Aliyam.
Aliyam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Hagari.
Gabar.
Ball.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Amalak.
Halashah.
Halashah.
Yashabia.
Yashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Amam.
Amam.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawa.
Zarawa.
Labanya Lawa.
Labanya Lawa.
Salah.
Selah.
Ashalahan.
Ashalaham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasiya Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakor.
Banakor.
Kwayashwan.
Oyashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Da'ara.
Dara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayatamwa.
Sayatamwa.
Nada.
Nadam.
Yamawa.
Yahwa.
Kara.
Kara.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakatazab.
Wakatazab.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Kaunasikamwa.
Kaunasikamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Naya Rashad.
Naya Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Nahawa.
Nahawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Gagila.
Gagila.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Ravaka.
Lapanya Ravaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Dabaira Yaira.
Dabaira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Arayan.
Arayan.
Khan.
Khan.
Tawadatma.
Tawadatma.
Basairika.
Basairika.
Wabasaba Papka.
Wabasaba Papka.
Dabahalam.
Dabahalam.
Malahad.
Malahad.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Shamkat.
Shamkat.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya Bahawa.
Yahweh.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Waya Kaparwa.
Waya Kaparwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Da'aiwa.
Waya Da'aiwa.
Kaya'ata.
Kaya'ata.
Shamkat.
Shamkat.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Alkaharatazar.
Aharatazar. Sorry, Christ. Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
Lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee,
have lifted up their head.
and lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
And taking crafty
against
counsel
thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
Consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
The name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
Remember, they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Israelites,
and the Israelites,
Moab,
Moab,
and Hagarim,
Hagarim,
Gebal,
Gebal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto the Midianites.
Do unto the Midianites.
Slaki. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sarah.
As to Sarah.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook Kison.
At the brook Kison.
Which perished at indoors.
Which perished at
They
indoors.
became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the
Make the
earth.
nobles like a red.
Make the nobles like a red.
And like Zeid.
Like Zeid.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes of
All
Zabak.
the princes of Zabak.
And Zamuna.
And Zamuna.
Who said.
said,
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
The houses of Yahweh.
the house of Yahweh
In possession.
in possession.
Oh, my power.
Oh, my power.
Make them like a will.
Make them like a will.
As they stumble before the wind.
As the stumble before the wind.
As the fire burns the wood.
The fire burns the wood.
And the flames set the mountains on fire.
The flames set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them.
Persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
They may
shame.
seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
Trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Or the most high.
Or the most
Of
high.
all the earth.
Of all the earth.
It's ours. Shabby, you see it? Shabby. All right, let's clap it up. Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Welcome to the Sabbath service. I'm Officer 500 of college. To my right, we have Officer Yahweh, Officer 1000, Officer Yahweh, this mighty man in the middle, Officer Napash. And welcome to the Sabbath service with the I.S.U.P.K, started 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Again, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We're located right here in Atlanta, 3353 Glenwood Road. We do have a Sabbath service near for you. We do have classes Monday through Friday that we come in and we teach the Bible according to the scriptures. You understand? We teach that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the lost 12 tribes. We are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
And you come from the greatest, you descend from the greatest people that ever walked the earth. You understand? The greatest people. So, in spite of what you've been hearing, we are the true Jews. So, we are here to teach this, but the scriptures according to. We teach you the truth according to the Bible. So with that being said, we're going to jump in. If you have your blue letter Bibles, turn to Deuteronomy 2. We're going to start at 25. And what we'll do here, we'll actually read the next 7 chapters in Hebrew. Then we'll come back and we'll explain it to you in the English. Do you have any questions? If you're on Facebook, YouTube, what have you, and you like, share, and subscribe to the page. If you have any questions online, just go ahead and say your questions. We'll go ahead and get to them. And of course, if you have any questions in the room, just go ahead and raise your hand, say Shalakia, and we'll be able to get to you. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and jump to the scripture. Does anybody have any questions before we even get started? Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right. Can anybody tell me we left off at last week? Anybody? Anybody paying attention? All right, go ahead, Napash. I know you know.
Yeah, I know.
You should know.
Basically, we were saying for the past 2 weeks that Moses had sent like 12 men in each tribe to bring scouts to different lands to report. You know what I'm saying? And the other tribe was saying like, well, they saw the other nation that was tall and strong, that was afraid and intimidated by them. So basically, say, you know what I'm saying? He said, don't worry about fear. Right. See, the thing about fear, man, it is in your head to have fear. We all know, like, the base, you know what I'm saying, the basic thing of fear is the fear of unknown. You don't know what will happen to you once you do something. That's all it is. But in this context right here, you know what I'm saying, Moses, you know what I'm saying, he told us that the Lord said don't fear anything. The Lord said, you know what I'm saying, if the land for us to possess.
That's right.
He says, you know what I'm saying, he told you the basic fear, you know what I'm saying, don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying, you gonna come back again, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be reborn, the ancestors take over land, stuff like that, said.
Right.
Basically, you know what I'm saying, just don't fear what you see, man, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
fear what the Lord tells you.
Clap it up for him. And even further than that, we've been traveling through each land, and we've just been demolishing people. We've been taking out all the damn Hamites that's been that the Lord told us to travel from one side to get to Jordan. We've just been going through and just cremating them, killing them all. Thus said the Lord. Not on our own term, but thus said the Lord. Now we actually got in some places we were just told just to travel through the land and don't touch them. Just make trades with them. That's it. Well, now we just came to an area where the Lord told us to go through this land and to utterly destroy these people. I think it was Amorites, I believe. Told them to go ahead and just go ahead and destroy them. And I'm gonna read the last verse of 25. It said, "And the day will begin to put the dread of the end of the dread of thee and the fear upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear report of thee and shall tremble and be anguished because of thee." This is the time he told us to go ahead and attack, because he's going to start spreading the name of Israel and put utter fear into other nations. And that's where we're at right now in the scripture. But that's where we should be at right now on this earth. The Lord wants to put utterly fear in all the other nations. But to do that, we also have to follow the Most High. Most High tells us things that we can and cannot do.
Right.
And we must obey those things. For us to put fear in other nations, we have to obey the Lord. Because as you know, as we've been teaching the scriptures, reading the whole Tanakh, that's all we ever did was fight. That's all we've been doing is fight. We fought with other nations, fought amongst ourselves, and even today you have to fight against yourself. The things that you want not to do. Now you crab and lobster. You got to fight yourself to obey the laws and statutes of the Most High God. So we are warriors and fighters, man. That's all we did in the scripture was fight. You understand? Right now in your slavery, you're probably fighting. I mean, Officer the Apostle was talking about how right now in Esau's kingdom, they're working, brothers, 7 days a week straight. Brothers and sisters, 7 days, and they're getting away with it. That's how you know the kingdom is at hand. Because any daggone employer that's going to work you 7 days straight, they have no care about your family or your health or you at all. They just want to work you, utterly work you. And why they want to work you? So that your mind is constantly thinking about work. If your mind is not constantly thinking about their work and how to improve Esau's kingdom, you'll sit back, have a Saturday and a Sunday off, and be thinking about, damn, how can we take over? Same thing happened in Egypt. So to work you to death, they have to keep your mind busy so you won't take over the world. Because if you leave blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians long enough, we'll find out how to rule this kingdom.
Right.
And they do not want you to do that. So they're going to work you like a dog. So it's up to you to tell them, no, I'm not working on the Lord's Sabbath day. And come in here and serve the Lord. You understand?
You know the bad part about that, you know what I'm saying? Esau, he'll work some days, but he'll just show up in the building in regular clothes.
Yeah.
He'll show up in the regular clothes till you know what I'm saying, trying to motivate you to work from sundown to next sundown.
Right.
It was my last agency, man. That was crazy. I mean, my last client, that was insane. I mean, he come in because he trying to motivate you to work and all that stuff. In your full uniform, you can't go take a nap. You can't do nothing. I got rid of I took a nap off the clock now. I'm not on the clock. I'm not even on the clock. It's gonna take me a little nap. Shit, I wake up and go back and do it. But damn, he got his regular clothes. Oh, he gonna give you a motivational speech, and around service time, when you get busy, you ain't gonna see him again.
He motivate you to work.
Yeah.
He motivate you to work.
Yeah, right.
Damn. And right, Esau will get away with it, man. Esau will work you 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, just like we did back in slavery, man. Just like it was back then. And I mean, to us, in the truth, we know we're still in slavery. But to most of the people in the world, they don't think they're in slavery because they can go and well and do what they want to. Right. They don't understand that their mind, this is psychological warfare. We're still slavery, man. We're still in slavery. It's just the shackles are off our neck and hands and feet, but then now it's in our mind. Those shackles, those shackles on our mind now. You know, so we got to come together, like the scriptures say, come together and follow these laws, statutes, commandments. Come to the Sabbath service, learn your culture, learn your history, learn who you are according to the scriptures. Because once you learn who you are, ain't no stopping us. They're gonna put, it's like the Lord was putting fear in the whole world back then. He still put the fear in the whole world right now. But we gotta be one body.
Right.
You gotta get in the I.S.U.P.K, get under one body, under Christ, under the Most High God, and learn these law, statutes, commandments, and let the world fear who we are. Walk down the street and say, damn, that's some Hebrews, let's get out of the way.
Right.
That's some Hebrew sisters, man, watch how them sisters pass. That's what we gotta get back to. Because right now, in them scriptures, in Deuteronomy 2:25, that's what the Lord was proclaiming right there. He said, right now, I'm gonna show the other nations, I'm gonna start putting fear into the other nations.
Right.
And this is when we start to fight, brother. We start to fight hard. But you cannot fight unless you have the Most High God on your side. If you don't have the Lord on your side, you will get ran over. You'll fight, you have no dog in the fight. You have no dog in the fight. So we must, right now, we're going to start again in Hebrew on verse 26. This is going to be Deuteronomy 2:26. So if you got your book, your swords, or your phones, whatever the case may be, let's go to that chapter. We begin to read in Hebrew. I don't know, you want to say something? Oh, no. Sorry.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 26 in the Hebrew. Wa-ash-lak ma la-a-kayam ma my dabar quad my wath al tayak one ma lak kash bawan the bar ya shalawam lamar verse 27 I ba Bath Ra Talayak Barak 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 Allah La'a Aswa Wa Ba Young. Okay, it's Yamawan Washai my eye Allah verse 28 a cow Bakasap Dasha Bayaya wa I kadawa wa my yum basayap da dun la ya wa shy the yai the ya wa kwa I ba bar gal la ya verse 29 kashar Aishwar la ya banya I'm sorry Aishwar Hi ya shop young Bashai ya hi my ra'ai bayam hayash bayam ba'ar I ashar ya bar off Ha Yara Dum. Af Hi Araktaza. Ashar Yahweh. Allah Hi Yanawa. Nathan La Nawa, verse 3. Wala Abba Sayakan Malak Kash Bawan Hi I Barnagwa Bawa Kaya Ha Kodash Yahweh Ha Hala'a Wak Off Ra Ra Ya Kawa Ra I Mataza Off La Baba Wa La My Ain Da the Wa Ba Ya But I Ba Ya Dak Ba Yarak Ba Ya Dak. Okay. Kai Young Hazah Sa, verse 31. Wa Yamar Yahweh La Iwa Ra'ah Ha Cow the Wa Da La Panya Sa Yakan Wa'ath I Ra Tazwa Hi Cow Rosh La Rosh Off I Ra Tazwa for 32. Where's that one? 33.
Through 33.
Come, okay. Verse 32. Right. Let's look. Ya Tazah Sa Yakan La Quar Off Nawal Hi Roth Rakal I Mawa La Ma La Kama Ya Hi Taza, last verse 33. Wa Ya Kana, let's look at Wa Ya Da Na Ha Wa Yahweh Al Hi Yanawa. I'm not gonna say that. I Lahanawa La Pan Na Nawa Wa Nak Aswa Wa Af Banya wa. Wa'af, cow, I, the wa.
Clap it up. We're going to go to verse 25. And we're going to read verse 26 and read it in English.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 2 verse 26. And I sent messengers out of the wilderness of Chemoth unto Shinar, king of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, verse 27, let me pass through by thy land, let me pass through thy land, I will go along by the highway. I will neither turn on to the right hand nor to the left.
Now go back to verse 26. It says, I sent messengers out to the wilderness of Kedamoth unto Shahan, the king of Heshbon. Let's find out who this king was. Who was this king? Now, as we've been passing through all these areas, we in a heavy populated Hamite area. Heavy populated Hamite. I mean, you got Amorites, but we're going to go and try to find out who these people are. All right, the Amorites was an ancient nation mentioned frequently in the Old Testament. They were descending from one of those sons of Canaan. If you go back to Genesis 10 and 15, you'll see Genesis 15 says Canaan, the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and of Heth. Verse 16, and the Jebusites, the Amorites, and the Gibeonites. So this is actually a Hamite king that we're supposed to be passing down the line. And we got problems with Hamites even today. You understand? So Hamites was all through this land, and the Lord was putting us going from, and that area was really close to Jerusalem. So they had a land occupied outside of the Jordan River, real close to the area we need to be at. Well, this is the land that the Lord, the Most High, promised us and our people. This is why He said, let's go ahead and pass through this land. So as He passed through this land, a number of things started to happen. All right, He sent the messengers, which could be angels or it could be one of us, to go tell the king, look, we're going to pass through this land. I don't want. It's not correct. All right, let's keep going.
Verse 28, thou shalt sell me meat for money, that I may eat, and give me water for money, that I may drink on I will pass through on my feet.
So He's saying right now, look, we just going to pass through your land. We don't want no problems. We're going to pass through. We got money. We're going to pay for food. We're going to pay for water. And we're going to keep on going through your land. We don't want no problems. We're going to pass through, all right? Matter of fact, y'all don't even want no problem with us. But we're going to keep passing through. All right, baby?
Verse 29, as the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and the Moabites, which dwell in Ar, did unto me.
Now what they were saying, as the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, and the Moabites, which dwelt in Ar, did unto me. Which means they just passed through. They had no problem with us. Just passed through. We did trades and business with them, but that's all we did. And let's bring us to the day, which is the same way. We should be that way the same way. We should be in this land, just eating, just doing commerce. We shouldn't be mingling with them, marrying their women and their children, doing their holidays. We should be doing none of these things. We just should be doing whatever pertains to Israel, doing our business that the Father asked us to do our high holy days, do our Sabbath services, celebrate our high holy days, and that's it. Now we got to go work, we do a commerce, but that's all we got to do. We don't got to join and celebrate their holidays, do their Father's Day, their Mother's Day. All that stuff it has nothing to do with us.
Right.
We do what we're supposed to be doing, thus said the Lord. So they reminded us as what happened with Mount Seir with Esau. Keep going.
Until I shall pass over to Jordan onto the land of the Lord our God given us. Verse 30. But Shahan, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him.
He didn't want to let it go. Sound like who else? Who else did this? Who else was well, I'm gonna keep reading. Let me just keep going first. Keep going.
For the Lord our God hardened his spirit and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him into thy land into thy hand as appeared this day.
Who else heart did the Most High harden also before we got to out of Egypt?
Pharaoh.
Yeah, right. Now you got it. Give it up. There it is. A little hardened heart. And you know what happened to him when he hardened our heart? Got demolished. Right. Let's go see what happened here. So right now, the king of Shihan was like, nah, he said, let us pass. We can go to the land. But the Lord hardened his heart. to where he's not going to let us pass. He don't want to let us pass. Keep reading.
Verse 31, and the Lord said unto me, behold, I have begun to give Sihon and his land before thee. Begin to possess, that thou mayest inherit his land.
Since his heart was already hardened, when people say the heart was the Lord hardened his heart, people would think that the Lord just made him not do it. No, the Lord knew he wasn't going to do it anyway. His heart was hardened. He wasn't going to do it anyway. So the Lord said, okay, that's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to get down. So now, since they wouldn't let it pass, the Lord said, you're going to go through and smoke. Just go ahead and start tagging them. Instead of just, going through, sharing, paying for food and water, just go ahead and demolish it. Just go ahead and take it. So that way you can inherit the land. So now, pretty much the Lord let the dogs out. Let the dogs off the leash. He let the dogs off the leash. Now we about to get busy. Because this is what happened when you don't want to follow what the Lord tell you to do, and you go up against the children of Israel. This is what can happen to you when you go up against the children of Israel. You understand? Right. Keep going.
Verse 32, the Sihon came out against us, and all his people, to fight at Jahaz.
They begin to attack us now, because he hardened his heart. We just want to go through. We modest people. We ain't too upset. We humble people. He's going to pass through, but they start to attack us. Just like right now. Your oppressors are attacking us every day, shooting down the street, vandalize our women. Our children go to school, they're getting gunned down inside the schools. They getting told that they can't hair, they're cutting our children's hair, they're playing games. They're doing all kind of evil towards our people, man. Right now, they are attacking the children of Israel. Right now, as we speak, they're attacking us. And this is what's going on right now. These people start to attack the children of Israel. Keep reading.
Verse 33, and the Lord our God delivered him before us, and we smote him.
We did what?
And we smote him.
Go ahead.
And his sons.
Uh-huh.
And all his people.
So when you come up against the children of Israel, when the Lord is have your back, you're going to smite everyone in the daggone land.
Right.
Get the Most High here for that. Just as you did in Egypt, just as you're doing right now, as we was reading in Deuteronomy, and the same thing he could do to this day, if we just follow him and listen to him. We have to worry about nothing. Like these brothers bringing out, we don't have to fear a damn thing in Esau's kingdom. We don't. But if you're not obeying the Most High God, then there's something to fear. You better be afraid. Because they will attack you. And then on the side of that attack, you will not win. If the Lord's not on your side, we lose every battle in front of us. Right now, the Lord is with us. He's with I.S.U.P.K. And we're battling all sorts of manner right now to this day. That's why we on the corner every daggone weekend, battling our people, man, battling our oppressors. We come up against them. And we're telling our people that we got to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments. Law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we battle every day. You understand? So, with that being said, we're going, yes, ma'am, what is this?
What it reminds me of is when the Haitians, our brothers, were trying to come across and they couldn't. They was fighting them to come across.
Yeah, right.
It sounds similar, so I just hope that we have the same output as what happened in this story. Just
exactly
gives us
right.
hope.
Yeah, right. Clap it up, folks. That's what happened. Sister was bringing out the mission to Akuna. Our brothers, that was Haitian brothers over there, getting beat down. Our Haitian brothers at the border, man, just needing food. They just want to come to a better place. That's it. Our people want to come to a better place. And what did Esau do over there? Esau came to the border and stopped them from whipping them with whips on top of horses. He's whipping our brothers who was just trying to get food from one side to the other. That's what happened to us. It's whipping them.
Mm-hmm. And it's real heavy about that too, because you know how we got the war in Ukraine? They don't mind Ukrainians coming over here. They don't have an issue with that. They send in support to the Ukrainians to go fight. But all they needed to do was send food to the Haitian brothers. You know what I'm saying? They sent them arms and supplies, they sent them tanks and all type. This is what? This ain't cheap. It's trillions of dollars, right?
They gave them all the Airbnbs to say.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
They gave them all the Airbnbs. You couldn't find Airbnbs because they gave them all to the daggone Ukrainians. And it's ironic you saying that because, like this is bringing out in Mexico, they was beating out Haitian brothers, but yet the Ukrainians are in line in front of our brothers, the Mexicans, to come in to our land, to come into their land, to America. But yet they're heavy on the Mexicans, they're coming across the border. But yet the Ukrainians coming right on in here, no problem. Ain't even searching, it's coming through. So it's happy that you brought it out.
Okay, and if I could too, from, if I'm not mistaken, the person that has the most illegal aliens is actually the Eastern Europeans and not the Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
They actually got more illegal aliens coming in and staying and not leaving and sneaking in. It's the Eastern Europeans over there in Ukraine and that type where everybody sound like Dracula.
Damn. Oh, like like Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
But that's because we're the 12 tribes. Because we're the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why. Because if you mention that you were Hebrew Israelites, man, people gonna be on you. You can be anything in the world you want to be, except for Israelite.
Right.
You can be Muslim, you can be Scientologist, you can be whatever you want to be. But tell somebody you are Israelite, you follow all the laws and commandments of God, but they gonna come up against you.
Right.
They gonna come against you. You can eat pork, and they gonna fight you down because you don't want to eat pork, rib and lobster no more. What's down? You can do that. It's your choice, ain't it?
Even Christians will.
Yeah.
They don't even do that to Muslims.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You say I'm a Muslim, I don't eat pork. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. But don't say you're an Israelite who follows the Most High God, laws, statutes, and commandments. Then they gonna fight you. Why you can't eat pork? You can eat pork. I just don't want to eat the damn thing. I mean, don't I have a right not to eat pork, shrimp, or lobster if I want to? But they come up against you all day. Understand? So, Shalakia, you want to come and read? All right, so we're gonna call the next reader up. All right, Amashi. Step back. Step back. Stage register.
Adar Maf, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Adar Mama, Ban Yashala.
Yabashim Rashab Rakatan.
Yeah, Bashim Yashar Rakatan. Side, be seated. All right. I'm gonna read the next 7 verses.
Started at 36.
I started 33, 34.
33. 34.
It's 13, so it's like,
33.
come on.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 2, verse 33 in the Hebrew. Wayathan, Yahweh, Alahanyawa, Apanyawa, Wanak, Afwa, Wa'af, Banwa, Wa'af, Kal, Aimwa, verse 34. Wanalakad, Af, Kal, Irayawa, Ba'aith, Hahawa, Wanakafron, Af, Kal, Ayaram, Matham, Wahanashim, Wahasap, La'ab, Hasha Aranwa, Shayad, verse 35, Rock, Habahama, Wazayanwa, Lanwa, Washalam, Washalam, Hayariam, Ashar, Lakadanwa, verse 36. Ira, Ashar, Isle, Shapath, the call, Iranwa, Iranan, Waha Ira, Waha Ayar, Ashar, Banakal, Iwad, Wa'ai, Hagala Ai, La'a, Hayatha, Quaya, Ashar, Shagab, Mamanwa, Af, Hakal, Nathan, Yahweh, Alahanyawa, Lapanyawa, verse 37, Rock, Al, Arataza, Banya, Iwan, La'ah, Karabath, Kal, Yad, Nakal, Yabak, Wa'iriya, Hahar, Wakal, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Alahanyawa. Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 1. One upon, one isle, the rock, Habashan, Wayatazah, Iwag, Malak, Habashan, Lakwa, Ra Athanwa, Hawa'ah, Wakal, Imwa, Lama Lakma, Adaraya, verse 2.
That's verse.
Come. Waya Amar Yahweh, Al Ya, Al, Thayara, Athwa, Kaya, Bayadak, Nathathia, Athwa, Wa'ath Kal, Imwa, Wa'ath, Aratazawa, Wa'aishyath, Lawa, that's like Lawa, Ka-ashar, Aishyath, Lasa Yakan, Malak, Ha'marya, Ashar, Yawashab, Bakashamwa.
All right, sound correct, brother. Boy, when you come every Friday, you teaching Hebrew, man. And see how you read, just like that, just like that. Give it up for the kid, man. It's all right. Read that Hebrew, man.
To the middle of
Yeah, things like that. We have to acknowledge these things because you know what I'm saying. We call ourselves Hebrews, and a lot of our brothers, you know, the language we speak is our, you know, Lashawak Kodash. And a lot of us are learning to read that, but if you want to learn more, like I said, tune in on Fridays with this brother right here, man. Gives awesome classes. They teach you the basic Lashawak Kodash to have you actually understand how to either start to, you know, pronounce the words and how to learn it. So I encourage you, on Facebook, YouTube, 7 o'clock every Friday. 7 o'clock every Friday. Tune in. Officer Dharma teach you that Hebrew, give you that basic understanding and basic tongue, that you start actually learning and start pronouncing the words. All right. We're gonna start at verse 33 again, and we're gonna read it in English.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 33. And the Most High delivered him before us, and we smote him, and his sons, and all his people. Verse 34. And we took all his cities at that time, and utterly destroyed the men.
We did what?
Utterly destroyed the men.
Keep going.
And the women.
And who else?
And the little ones.
The who?
And the little ones.
Now we spared the little ones.
And the little ones.
Keep going.
Of every city.
Yeah.
We left none to remain.
This is what the Lord can do for us, man. He took out everybody. So everybody saying the Lord loves everybody. The Lord is not he's a gentle man. He's gonna come with harps. And the Lord utterly destroyed everybody. Women, children, the men, everything. And we have to be obedient and do this. We have to fight for the Most High God. Ain't leaving nothing to anybody.
Right.
Nothing. And y'all can jump in and chime in anytime you want. You understand?
I mean, so like it, sir, like these scriptures alone just show that the Most High is not all love,
right,
as the Christian church, as the Christian tries to teach our people, sir.
That's right. You better get in tune with the Most High God, man. When the Most High God say you go in and do a certain thing, do just that.
Right.
Do just what He asked you to do. Keep reading, bro.
Come on, verse 35. Only the cattle we took for a prey unto ourselves, and the spoil of the cities which we took.
Whatever was left over, we took that. That's just the spoils of war. We go in, we take over the children, we kill the children, the women, and the men, the women, and children, and we take what's left over. We take that. That's the spoils of war. And this is all righteous death. This is righteous killing right now.
Right.
You understand? We tried to pass through civilized. We tried to go through, don't touch them, but they had a heart in their heart. So the Lord had to show them the power. You step up against the children of Israel, we will smite thee.
Right.
And that's what He did. But like again, we cannot do this stuff without the power of the Most High God. If we try to fight these people without the Lord on our side, we will perish.
Right.
So that means even today, you have to do the things the Lord asks you to do. Don't be afraid of anything the Lord asks you to do. If anything according to these scriptures that you must do, man, do it. Don't be afraid to do it. The Lord will see your way. The Lord will see your way out of it. He'll see you through it.
Shalom.
Go ahead, sir.
And if you see that they didn't want the Israelites to come through, that's synonymous to even now when we was talking about the Asian brothers.
Mhm.
They don't want them to come through. You think they not letting other people come through?
That's right.
You gotta think where that land is. It's the border, like where that land we were going through. It's the border between Africa, the African continent, and the Asian continent.
Mhm.
So you think they were letting trade and other people go through? Of course, you know they
They
did.
did. They thrived.
They just didn't want us to go through.
Damn.
Right.
Heavy point.
That's racist.
They can't stand it. Oh, they're racist. Huh?
It's racist.
They're racist. They're racist. But the Lord is racist too.
Right.
Because if people think the Lord is racist too. You don't let his people, he don't let his favorite children come through, or he gonna destroy you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to bring it out. I mean, there's a border. There's a border. Like I said, the trade had to go through because that's what nations do. Nations trade and commerce. That's how you have to trade to establish a nation.
Right.
You have to.
Right.
But they didn't want us to be a part of that. Damn. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, you Negroes, something else, man.
Yeah.
They don't want y'all to do nothing.
Selfish.
They just selfish. You understand? Keep reading, brother.
Verse 36. From Aurora, which is by the brink of the river of Arnon, and from by the river, even unto Gilead, there was not one city too strong for us.
What?
There was not one city too strong for us.
There you go.
The Lord our God delivered all unto us.
There's no one that's too strong for the children of Israel, man. If you follow the Lord, man. There's nothing too strong for you. There's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't have. If you just pronounce the Most High.
Right.
That's it. You believe in the Most High God. Just do what He asks you to do. Follow it. It's like just like your children these days. You tell your son, you're gonna have this, you can have that. Just do what I ask you to do. They do what they ask you, and you come through with it.
Right.
The Lord does the same thing. We learn how to be an ultimate parent from the Most High God.
Right.
You do this, you get your reward. You do this, you get punished. You get punished. It's just as easy as that.
And so, like, if I could,
Mhm.
just real quick, how you mentioned that, like, we could have all these, we can do all these things, but we have to follow the orders, you know, because in the Christian church, Christian church will teach that, oh, you can have all this, the Most High will do this because He loves you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's not because it's because He loves you. So now, essentially, the Most High is going to do your bidding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when we really follow these scriptures, the Most High will do for us, but we have to do for Him. We have to follow His lead, follow His thought, His orders, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
We get
precept to that.
everything
Precept
happens.
to that saying, if you do the Lord, precept and paraphrasing, He'll make your enemies fall.
Right.
If you're just doing to Him what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You understand? But I mean, we don't do things because it feels good. You understand? I mean, shrimp, pork, and lobster. My favorite dish was shrimp and grits. That was my thing, man. I love me some shrimp and grits.
My favorite was snow crab.
Snow crabs?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know you got a favorite?
Where you say you was from?
Hey, shut up. Shrimp and grits is my thing.
Yeah.
But you think I stopped eating shrimp and grits because I just wanted to? No, I followed the Lord. Once He said don't do it, I followed the Lord and said, no, I'm done with it.
Done.
I'm done with all that.
Right.
My mother used to make me some pork chops, all that stuff, man. We did it all. We brothers up 8 pork chops and stuff. For most of us from the South.
I grew up on that.
Hell, everybody from the South, if you ask me. You follow everybody's roots. If you're from Jersey, New York, Philly, you follow your roots back, you can come back to 2 spots. Then to Georgia and South Carolina.
South Carolina,
That's
yeah.
where you're going to come back to.
Right.
So you're all from the South, to be honest with you.
Pretty much.
So I mean, but we cooked like that. We ate the slavery food. We ate what our parents could we survived off. That's all it was. But we stopped eating them things, not because it felt good, not because I didn't want to, because I just followed the Lord. Lord said don't do it, well sign Christ, I'm done. So damn with your feelings.
Right.
Damn your love and your emotional feelings.
And your
This is
taste
not
buds.
that's right, and your taste buds. This is not emotional.
Right.
This is something that you ain't gonna feel. Lord tell you to do something, you just follow the order.
Right.
So like brothers bringing out, the Christian church is not gonna. You tell a pastor to go in and kill all the children and the women and the men. You think he's gonna do that? He gonna look out there and say, "Well, damn, Lord, that's all my tithes. That's all my money. I can't kill them." But unbeknownst to him, that if you did what the Lord asked you to, you would have no want for nothing.
Right.
We should walk through life like whatever you want, you can get it through the Most High God.
Right.
That's all it is. I walk through this life like hell. If I don't got it, the Lord ain't providing it for me. I don't need it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But the things that I need for the school or for our brothers, we get it. Everything. There's not one thing in this that going to school, that the work that we do, that we need, we don't get it.
Yeah, so like if I could,
Mhm.
that's a real heavy point. Because see how everything that you say, the things that you want from the Most High, You want things from the Most High so you can give back
Give
to
back.
the Most High. You want things from the Most High so you can give to the brothers, give to the sisters. So it's not about you. But again, when it comes to the Christian church, the Christians is so individualized.
Mhm.
Everything you want, you can have it.
Yeah, right.
You can get it. It's for you.
Prosperity.
Prosperity. You know what I'm saying? They have a song in the Christian church that said, "What God has for me,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is for me."
They know the song.
You see what I'm saying? Like-
You want me to cue up the organs?
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about when it comes to Christian church. It's just so individualized, man. But again, man, we on the Israelite school, the Israelite school, Universal Practical Knowledge of the Commander Yahanna, we're learning. You know what I'm saying? These scriptures are all about order and brotherhood.
That's
It's
right.
locked in.
That precept that says you can just ask for anything in my name and I give it to you.
Right.
But when that scripture means is you ask anything that's going to do anything for the Most High to further His priesthood, to
Right.
further His people, you can do. You want $1 million? You don't get that $1 million, but it better be $1 million for the school,
Right.
for getting your people transported from this place to this place, to getting food to the people. You'll get it.
Right.
Now, if you want $1 million in your life, you might get it, but you have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, you can have what you want. If you want $1 million, you can get that too, but that's going to require work.
Right.
You understand? You can have a nice car. Ain't nothing wrong with having nice things, but you're going to work for it.
Right.
But anything to further the Most High's kingdom, the Lord's going to provide that for you to further His people to get it.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
I got a precept for that. You
Go
know what
ahead.
I'm saying? The book of John, chapter 14, verse 13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name,
Ask in His name. Go ahead.
that I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
Damn right.
Verse 14. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it.
You ask anything the Most High gave, He will do it. That's in the scriptures, man. But it has to glorify His name. Can't glorify you.
Right.
He's going to do it. Now again, the Lord does wake you up. He puts breath in your body. If you want to get that nice house, that nice car, you go to work, you work your butt off for that, you deserve that. You reap what you sow. But if you ask anything in the Lord's name, He's going to make sure it gets done. But it has to glorify Him. Has to. So everything I do in the Lord's name, I give it so He can be honored, not myself. It's in the Christian church. Buy one of them Jordan alligator shoes and jets and stuff like that. So I can jet set across the world because I needed to go further my ministry. You ain't furthering the damn thing with your self-ingredient pockets.
Right.
That's crazy. Keep reading, brother.
Okay. This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 2, verse 37. Only unto the land of the children of Ammon thou camest not, nor unto any place of the river Jabbok, nor unto the cities in the mountains, nor unto whatsoever the Most High gave, so like the Most High forbade us. Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 1. Then we turned and went up the way to Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, came out against us, he and all his people, to battle at Adri.
Yeah, once we done beat them, the other Hamites over there, we moving on. Now, you gotta remember, we a nation right now. We're moving as a nation. So now we have to beat down these daggone people and took their cities. We have things that we're carrying. And we got cattle. We got all the stuff. We got our gold. Whatever we took as a prey from other nations, we got. So we carry it. So therefore, you have to have someone over you leading this pack. You understand? There has to be rank and order. There has to be structure. To run a nation, you have to have rank and order and discipline, just as we have here.
Right.
So it kills me when I hear people saying, I'm gonna follow my own lead. Right now, we're in a daggone kingdom to where it's about to be shut down real soon, but you have no covering. So if the Lord did come and we had to mobilize, and we all not as one, how the hell are we moving?
Right.
How the hell are we moving? You got these people moving over here, that people moving over here, the fake Israelite groups doing their thing. How are we moving? But there's one thing for sure. When war comes, that'll separate everything.
Right.
Because you're going to find out you can't beat anybody if you're, what do you call it, Israelite, individualite? You're individualite? What you going to do? Got all your guns and weapons in your house? What you going to do?
Like I said, the army of one, sir.
You're the army of one. What you going to do when people come against you?
Right.
After you shoot all your ammunition, then what? You gonna come and pray to them? You better join into a body who has a commanding general, who has troops under him, who will follow this order given by the Most High Yahanna.
Right.
That's who you better get into, because we have the children, we have the food ministry, we have the clothing drive, we have brothers out there who's already been to Hebrew Academy, understand that warfare, how to fight, because we know we're gonna be come up against, and we gotta know how to lead our people, and this is what we do. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I don't know, recently I saw another Israelite group on national television that was in Tombos in New York. You know what I'm saying? We said we were too hard. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be balanced. You gotta be a little soft.
All
So
right.
baby gotta be balanced and soft.
We too hard.
Yeah.
I think I seen that. It was on the streets.
Yeah.
They saying, you know, those people from New York are really hard. You know how they are. Those Israelite groups up there too hard. But we gotta be hard, man. Sometimes we gotta be hard. Now you want to hear something, you want to be taught, come to class.
Right.
But when we out in the street, we battling. We're
Right.
battling our people. We're telling them we have to go with thus said the Lord. We gotta tell them their transgressions. We're a trumpet out there. We're blowing out. We letting our people know their transgressions, just like the Lord told us to do. So they come up against us hard. Come on.
But that verse, what does it say? That same verse you were speaking of. That says cry loud, right?
Come.
That don't mean you want to come with a soft voice.
Right.
It's like a,
You want to cry quietly.
You gotta cry smooth.
and so like if I could, that's so interesting when you hear that they talk about like I.S.U.P.K. Oh, they're too hard, they're too hard. Nobody ever talks down on the army and saying how the army, the navy, the Marines, like their curriculum. Nobody ever talks about like how hard it is. Like it's too hard to accept people and everything like that. Nobody ever talks about that. But now here come the Israelites, and now we want to set a standard for our people. You know, now all of a sudden, now we're doing too much.
Right.
We're doing too much. It always kills me when people want to do that, man. It doesn't make any sense.
No, you're right. No way. We haven't killed nobody.
Right.
We haven't killed nobody. We haven't put
Right.
nobody's harmed. I mean, we haven't done any of these things.
Right.
But your army done murdered millions of people.
Right.
Millions they had murdered. But nobody goes up against them.
Right.
The cops thousands of people every year. No one comes up against them.
Right.
But yet we out there just giving the word of the Most High God. They come up against us. We ain't touching nobody.
Right.
We follow the laws and statutes and commandments. We haven't harmed nobody. The only harm we're doing is holding up a mirror to your oppressor, telling them what they done to us.
That's right.
And we came up against. We doing nothing but telling our people, stop killing each other. And we get come up against.
Right.
We telling our people, come back to the laws. We done tried everything known to man. We tried everything to get ahead. We tried voting. We tried having an all-black community. We tried all that. All of it has been come up against it.
Right.
Everything's been torn down. And all we trying to do is tell you, let's try the Most High God. Let's try following laws, statutes, and commandments, and let's see what that will get us.
Right.
And we come up against every day. And they're gonna say we too hard, we too rough. I'm gonna tell you one thing, if they was speaking soft on them corners, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I wouldn't be in this seat right now.
That's right.
Because I don't respond to somebody speaking sweet and soft to me.
That's right.
I respond to a brother telling me, yo, you better do this, you better do that, and come to me hard, and I'm a man.
Right.
You can't come whispering to me and think I'm gonna follow you.
Right.
That's just not my spirit. Oh no, I'm not talking.
No, if I could, just real quick, you're absolutely right, man. When I first came upon I.S.U.P.K, and it was different for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was used to men, you know, not speaking so loud and yelling and everything like that. But when I came up, I.S.U.P.K, it's like, wow, I could just hear and feel the strength that they spoke with, you know, and it wasn't overbearing, but it was just strong. It's like, okay, I like this. This is different for me. Let's roll. And then when I left and I heard how other brothers were speaking and trying to give out the word, and it just disgusted me. You know, when I hear brothers like, wait a minute, this person, when you speak, you're trying to seduce people. You're trying to seduce people. But those brothers up on the street, they were really trying to talk to people, you know, and get their message heard, man. So like, yeah, we're good.
And the thing with Christianity, the thing that people don't really understand, is like a demon with Christianity. And it's going with our people, and it's a demon of compliance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You comply with what our oppressor, that's why our oppressor forced Christianity on us.
Right.
Because he wanted us to be compliant. Where did Christianity come from? It came from a brother, his name was Constantine. He wanted to be compliant with Rome. So what he did was he united it all and said we all gonna be Christians.
Right.
It comes all in the spirit of compliance, but the Most High, he don't want us to be compliant. He wants us to be different.
Right.
He wants us to fight against all of these other religions and false gods. That when he go out there and pray, when you go out there and speak, it's like what was it say? It say the scriptures too. He's talking about the foolishness of preaching. Talking about the foolishness of preaching.
Right.
Because it looks foolish for us to do that, but that's what the Most High loves. He loves to see his people standing strong, trying to raise his people out of hell.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Yeah, right, right. In a nutshell, he wants to be holy,
Right.
which means to be separate. He needs to be holy. Anybody got any questions, comments? We're coming to the end. We're going to ask you, get ready to get prepared for the reading of the prayers. Any questions and comments? All right. Most High in Christ. It's like I'm reading my blood horse.
Y'all shalom.
Israel. Imagine. Papa Madam, he's face the east. Let me talk.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Bashamayim, Wadash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahawah, Daba'ah, Ratazak, I.S.U.P.K, Kawah, Bashamayim, Nathanaw, Lekam, Kav, Yawam, Basalak, Kabawaf, Kasalak, Kabawaf, Wala'ah, Tabayana, Banasayawan, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Lakar, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wahatapara, Lawalamya, Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And give us our debts. As we give our debtors. It is not a temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Sergeant is the turn. Shall we be seated? Shall we? All right, clap it up. Prepare for the announcements.
All right. The I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it slightly. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapters 18 and 21, Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department a teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. What's the next one?
One Trump 5.
All right. All right, September 25th, Sunday, September 25th, memorial blowing of the trumpets. All right. Okay. Check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And to Google the dress every time they're headed to the school. With that, men of Israel, imagine. Give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
How about Shem Yahshua?
Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Yahanna. Give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel. Saul. One courtesy salute. Men of Israel. Ahmad Shabbat. Ahmad. Barak.
How Shamar Atham by Shem Yahshua.
Yahweh Shamar Adam by Hashem Yahushua.
Yahanna. Class dismissed.
Sir.